What's up, guys and girls? I just want to give you guys my quick and final thoughts on this whole Pittsburgh Steelers and Le'Veon Bell situation. And I say final thoughts because, come on, we're beating a dead horse with this, and at this point, it's like, who cares? Now, he did not make the 4 p.m. deadline yesterday, which means he's ineligible to play for the rest of this entire 2018-2019 NFL regular season. And, with locker room drama aside, and so the thing is, a lot of people's main argument is, well, he's holding out for more money because he feels like he's worth more because he does what he's asked and then some for a running back. Because let's face it, in the NFL, running backs for the most part they kind of get treated like crap. But the thing is, he left $14.5 million on the table, and most people don't get paid that at all. So yeah, and the thing, all right, let me see if my math is right. If my math is right, let's see. There's 17 weeks in a season, 14.5 million, so 800 grand a week. So yeah, something around there. But I mean, the man, I'm still a fan of Le'Veon Bell. He's a spectacular athlete. I wish him the best, and hopefully he does get what he is worth, or what he feels he's worth. But hey, the train keeps moving, football keeps going, and I hope with this holdout, I hope he knows what he's doing. But a lot of people feels like it's more of a pride thing than a money thing, about him trying to make a statement about, because really, look at the nature and look at the risks of football. A lot of people don't know the business side of it. A lot of football players, they don't really pay or get insurance because of the nature of the game. And if they were to get injured, if they were to get a serious injury and they need surgery, the money that they need for surgery and hospital bills and rehab, that all comes out of their pay. So they're pretty much paying out of their pocket for their own injuries. The league doesn't pay for it. They have to. But now, as far as possible teams who he could go to, a lot of people are saying, well, you got to look at, all right, thing is, if you're Le'Veon Bell, what do you want? Do you want money, or do you want a ring? A lot of people, you can say this for any sport, NFL, MLB, NHL, NBA, you can say that for any sport. A lot of people are going to go to a team, well, if they're just thinking about their future, they want to preserve their bodies and they want to get the most money that they can, because the average professional sports career lasts anywhere from as short as 2 to as long as 10 years. And running backs don't last that long. The average running back probably lasts about 5 years, the longest. Because look at former Pittsburgh Steelers running back Rashard Mendenhall. He had a 5-year stint with the Pittsburgh. I think he was from 2008 to 2013, and then he moved to Arizona for 2 years. Then he retired at the age of 30. So yeah, he from age 22 to age 30, he was a running back. And the thing is, Le'Veon Bell right now is in the prime of his career. He's 26 years old. The thing is, he's already been suspended twice, and he's already had 2 injuries. One to his MCL and one to his hip and groin. So, yeah, a lot of people might say, the thing is, and look at Todd, a lot of people argue that he's not getting Todd Gurley money. But Todd Gurley, he keeps his nose clean. He hasn't been injured yet, knock on wood. And he's only 22, 23 years old. But this leaves the Steelers in a somewhat good position, sort of. Because, like I said, it minimized the locker room drama. And James Conner, he's been producing. He really has been putting up... the thing is, a lot of people will say, well, he's arguably not as good as Le'Veon Bell. But, if you look at the ESPN stats, you look at the Steelers stats, they're doing just as good, and if not better, without Le'Veon Bell. I think it's because of because they're 2 different types of running backs. You got James Conner, who's that classic old school, ground and pound in the trenches, run down the field type of running back. And then you got Le'Veon Bell, who's elusive and, he sheds and breaks tackles. He breaks ankles and makes defenders look stupid. But thing is, Le'Veon Bell's play style, it does leave him just a little bit more prone to injury from, as many cuts as he makes and as much, juking as he does. And on couple that on top of the fact that he's a dual threat, he can catch too. But a lot of people say, well, the running back and the fullback position is starting to become obsolete because the league is starting to become more offensive minded and less defensive. It's starting to become more about protecting the quarterback and protecting the wide receivers than it is about the defense. Because if you look at defenders, cornerbacks, defensive ends, cornerbacks, D-backs, well, it's pretty much the same thing. A lot of them don't even really know how to tackle or hit anymore. So yeah. And I understand where Bell's coming from in the sense of him not wanting to risk his body and risk his career. I mean, because, what if he came back, he starts, and then he gets injured? All that money he was guaranteed goes down the toilet, and it decreases his value for next year. So, I mean, the thing is, I hate to say it, but a lot of NFL owners, a lot of team owners, they do kind of treat their workers, they kind of do treat their talent like slaves like they are expendable, they are replaceable. And they're like, well, you're a running back. Running back's coming down a dozen. We can get another one of you in the draft this coming year. I mean, this year, now, if you look at the 2019 draft, there's not a lot of quarterbacks, but there's plenty of running backs and wide receivers to choose from. Plenty of those. But just to wrap this up, because I kind of, went on longer than I thought about this. Well, longer than I thought I would, but hopefully L. Bell does get the money that he deserves. Hopefully he has a long and healthy career. He says he's looking to retire. He says he wants to play well into his 30s, but I don't really see him playing past age 32. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. What do you guys think? And I will see you guys next time. Peace.